It's Australia's rugby nursery, a path that has been walked by countless wallabies through the National Schoolboys Championships and into the Australian Schoolboys squad.
You know, our track record speaks for itself. You only have to look at the established test players now, and probably every time they ran out recently, you know, a good whack of them certainly came through our program, I think, which is just a manifestation of what we're doing in partnership with the ARU.
What Australian Schoolboys coach Pat Langtry, along with his team at the Australian Schools Rugby Union, are doing is developing the future. The past week, the championships took place at Ballymore in Brisbane. There were plenty of interested onlookers.
All those pathways and the steps towards the ultimate, which would be playing for your country, is really important, that people do see that there's a pathway. You can play for your province, you can play hopefully for your country at schoolboys level. You know, this is sort of the basis of it. It's important that this is in place as a foundation and gives people hope to move forward.
It's just good to come and watch them perform, see how they play in a tournament where they've got to be able to perform day after day and see who tolerates that sort of intensity and level. So it just gives us a good indication of where a lot of these young guys are at.
The tournament lived up to all its hype and even had an unusual twist, with Queensland 1 and New South Wales 1 both recording losses during the week. It was left to Queensland 2 and New South Wales 2 to battle it out in the final, and it was a tight one. Queensland 2 getting home in the final, 19 points to 15 in front of their home crowd.
Oh, there's a lot of talent, but it's the general attitude and just commitment to the cause that's probably the most impressive thing.
After the final was the most nail-biting moment of the week, though, the naming of the Australia and Australia A schoolboys teams. The selectors certainly had their work cut out, with the presentations having to be delayed while they made their final decisions. Queensland lock Curtis Browning made the side for their tour of the UK at the end of last year. Didn't miss out this time either, and he's only in year 11.
Oh man, it's playing for your country. Anyone who says it's a great honour. You know, just like playing for your state, like you play for your mates, you play for your family, you play for your country, you're playing for your schools. It's a schoolboy tour, it's a schoolboy team.
I don't think there's been a year gone by in schoolboy rugby where at least one wallaby hasn't come out of it, so I'm sure there's one out there at least. So, it was a good few days, and I think there's a lot of boys there that'll go on.